Welcome to this Tech News Update. We are Saturday, September 30th, 2017. And today, in our Tech News Update, we have the ARM processor. That is very interesting, as we know that Windows 10 on ARM will be coming soon on devices. But now, it seems that Apple is maybe working on a ARM version of its MacBook PCs, and that the future might actually be ARM rather than Intel. This is, of course, interesting. There would be ARM CPUs and modems within MacBooks, of course, not just within iPhones. And it would also mean that maybe the future for Intel could be a little complicated if this actually turns to be true, as more and more people and companies would turn to the ARM architecture for running computers. Well, an interesting test has been done after testing 3 key points in the support given online and by phone on PlayStation, on Nintendo, and Xbox. The survey comes out with Xbox being way ahead of competition, being much better at helping its users, and actually by a very far margin from Nintendo and PlayStation that has very average, if not almost crappy, support. So this is probably good news for Microsoft, as the Xbox, is, of course, has some popularity, but also the support is helping the brand at the same time. Well, is there a problem with the iPhone's 8's battery? That's what we'll know over the next few weeks, but as of now, a Taiwanese woman and also a Japanese man have had the surprise to see their iPhone 8 do exactly the same thing while charging, cracking open. So it would seem that apparently it could be because of faulty batteries, but two in a short amount of time. Will there be a iPhone 8 fiasco or not? We're not really sure. They've probably tested it okay, but it does happen, I think, with every version of a new phone, that there are a few that will have some issues. Microsoft Edge has some extensions. They're getting a little more and more extensions, but there's still not a lot of them. And a lot of people are wondering, why is that happening? Why does Microsoft Edge have so little extensions compared to other browsers? Well, Microsoft might have one part of the answer here. It says that it actually requires such a high quality standard for their extensions for Edge that they kind of intentionally reject many extensions that would be in the browser because they're not of the quality that they want to have for Edge. So that could be one of the reasons why Edge extensions are not that popular. Universal apps and universal core and universal everything, that's pretty much what's happening with Andromeda OS, that Microsoft is apparently working to make everything with a Windows core at the bottom. Well, Andromeda is gone. Now Microsoft has decided that the platform will be called Windows Core OS, and the name reflects a lot more accurately what actually is the idea behind this OS, which is one OS for everything, be it HoloLens, Surface Hub, Xbox, PC, mobile, and devices, and Internet of Things. So bye Andromeda. Hello, Windows Core OS. Google is going to start next month creating a more advanced security for high-profile accounts. It seems that with the sophistication of attacks getting more and more probable, the possibility that maybe somebody with a high-profile account might be hacked, the Google accounts that are actually in high profile will start requiring next month a physical USB security key to access the account. They say that they have to do this because as it's getting really hit by hackers a lot, the only way to really secure the accounts will be with physical access of some sort. So this is interesting and shows just how bad the hacking is going on, especially state-sponsored attacks and stuff like that for some of the high-profile accounts. That must be quite bad, actually. So they'll be rolling out that new security feature starting next month. And finally, as the internet service providers want to have net neutrality die, and the FCC has been this week kind of a little, basically a lot of people have been complaining to the FCC that they aren't listening to the people, and they kind of try and want to try to kill net neutrality. The internet service provider has a lobby group that is asking the Supreme Court to not just exempt them from net neutrality rules, but that they shouldn't have any rules at all, which is really not the thing we want with internet service providers. Just seeing how internet service providers are giving crappy and expensive services, I think rules are very important and need to be there. So we'll see how this turns out eventually. And this was the Tech News Update for Saturday, September 30th, 2017. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and thank you so much for following us on this channel.